Hello everyone, this is Mike and for you today with another special video. I'm here at Watchbox, one of the biggest second-hand watch dealers in the world, and we are here right now in Dubai, and I already have someone here.
Hey,
Marc, how are you?
Welcome to Watchbox.
Yeah.
Good to see you in person.
I know this company since long time. You do a really great job.
I appreciate it.
And also, if you take a look around, this is not your ordinary second-hand watch dealer.
No, we wanted to elevate a little bit. You know, people know Watchbox from the videos, and definitely if you stop into one of our offices, you see some of the amazing watches we have. But in Dubai, we wanted to create one of our first retail environments. So this is the first Watchbox truly retail environment here in the DIFC, where you can come, have coffee, talk watches, or just, have some fun.
Yeah, super nice. And there are some other things you might not know about this company. And we will select now some watches.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Go back in the room and then discuss a little bit about the company.
I'm ready.
Okay. So we are here now at the private room, I suppose.
VIP, you're VIP, right?
So let us first talk a little bit about the unique thing what you have done here in Dubai. You have a joint venture between Sadiki and Watchbox. Yeah, they are come together here in this company.
Yeah, so we're very fortunate to have a joint venture with Akban Siddiqui and Sons, which is the biggest retailer in the area for brand new brands. And the relationship started quite a few years back, and in 2019 is when we opened the boutique just in time for Dubai Watch Week 2019. Basically, it just, we have the support of the family. They get, a little bit of a pre-owned arm, and they love watches, we love watches, so it's kind of a perfect match.
And the most important thing actually is that you give warranty on your watches. If there's a problem or you give them for service, you have the possibility to directly work with the official workshop.
Yes, exactly. So in Dubai, we work with Swiss Watch Services, which is our authorized dealer from repair center for many brands. But the real great thing about our warranty is no matter what watch you buy, we'll send it directly to that brand to get serviced. So you have real protection and satisfaction there.
Yeah, and the interesting thing now, what we are going to talk about in this video, Watchbox has a unique kind of taste which watches they are offering. So they are really strong at some brands which, for example, in Europe or Germany are not that popular. Some of them we have here on the table. So very, very interesting, and you should keep an eye on F.P.Journe.
Yes.
This you also in the past, I know from America, you were always fully stocked with F.P.Journe watches.
Yeah, so F.P.Journe is a big brand for us. A few years back when collectors were looking for older pieces, I had to fight with Danny and Brian to get pieces out of their collection because they love the brand so much. So we definitely invested a lot of time and capital there, and we became the home for pre-owned F.P.Journe for sure.
And even one fun fact, I didn't hear it from you, I heard it from Switzerland, but they said even F.P.Journe himself, he bought back some pieces.
Officially I don't know this, but I do know we have a good relationship with them, and we've worked with them for quite a long time. And again, I think in the pre-owned space, when you talk about independent watches, there are a lot of companies who just don't deal with independents, right? And we wanted to be one of those companies who weren't afraid to dedicate capital and stand behind brands that others weren't really ready to stand behind. So
yeah, just to get the background right, F.P.Journe, they are producing roughly, let's say, 900 watches per year. And 2 years back, Chanel bought 20% or something from the brand. And since then, it's just developing really great. Yeah, the prices went like crazy during the past 12 months for Chronomètre Bleu. The watch is retail, let's say, 20,000 euro and sells almost triple the price. Beautiful watch. And we right now here in front of us have their sports line. This is the Centigraph, correct?
Yeah, this is Centigraph in aluminum, which is a very light piece if you want to take it out there. This is lighter than 2 black cards put together. It's nothing, it's like a feather. If I put it in your hand with your eyes closed, you don't know what you're holding. And that's so amazing to me that you have such great complication inside of an aluminum case, which is not really used widely in the watch world as well. With the rubber bumpers, gives it a nice contrast too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of action going on. If we activate the chronograph, then you see the second, they have this flying second.
Exactly,
right?
It looks like it almost wants to fly away, which is beautiful.
What is the price for something like this?
So this particular piece is kind of asking price. I think right now it's about 150,000 US dollars for it.
Okay, super nice. And besides that, there's also the classic kind of timepieces are always very important. They have this unique hands. Here is the moon phase. It's also equipped with a small second power reserve, a date, and what you will directly see with almost any F.P.Journe, this unique hands.
Yes, exactly. The hands and the numerals for F.P.Journe. He has his own identity. It is a true art craft, right? This particular piece is the Havana loon, so the dial has that Havana brown dial, right?
Okay.
Like a nice, Cuban coffee, I always like to say. And the contrast with the colors of the loom hands and that dial is just, to me, one of the most amazing dials he produces.
Very nice, very nice. And of course, we don't need to mention that Watchbox has almost every standard model Rolex and all this kind of stuff. We focus mainly here on the real highlights. If we move on to a more known brand, we have in front of us two Patek Philippe watches. And first, for everyone who is now watching and they say, what is this?
Yeah, so this is actually a double sealed 5102J Celestial. So this is a package that you'd get your Patek from as a dealer, right?
From the from Switzerland, from Patek Philippe, this went to the dealer.
Exactly, and this dealer loved the client so much he decided not to even open it. And
he said it nice. This I need to remember. Yeah. He loves the client so much he gives it like
sometimes
this.
We have passion, right?
Yeah.
And the passion went through, and this client was able to get this piece fully sealed, never opened. So the air is still Swiss.
Yeah, the air is Swiss, but we have to say this piece is a little bit older. And back in the day, it was more. If the client asked for it, then the dealer said okay.
Yes, exactly. So this piece, original retail was around, in the 200,000 US mark. This was a 2008 piece. In those days,
it was different.
Yeah. So if you did ask your dealer if you're buying something of this caliber, they'd give it to you in the box. This was no problem.
Yeah.
Now, since I think about 2016 or 2017, it's very
difficult.
forbidden.
Yeah, this is the best advice for me if you are looking for an investment piece. The performance of this kind of double seat watches is always just the best. So if you're looking to put your money safe away, this is your choice. And overall, we have to say the 5102 is a beautiful, nice looking watch. You have the night sky over Geneva, and just a piece of art.
Yeah, no, it's a piece of art. There's a side wheel time in there, there's a moon fizz in there. It's a very complicated watch, but it has a very simple and just exquisite look to it, to be honest with you.
And then on the other hand, what is this here?
So this is the 5961P, and I said, if Marc's here, we gotta have a little bit of bling, we have a little bit of diamonds here. So this is an annual calendar chronograph. The 5960 is probably my favorite.
Also with the
watch.
strap.
Yes, so we did a little custom blue strap on there, and you see a little bit of baguettes on the clasp as well. Because you can't just have baguettes in the front; you have to have it in the back as well. So here you have an annual calendar chronograph in platinum with beautiful baguette diamonds around the bezel. And to me, this is just a stunner because you have a real nice, classy complication, just a little pizzazz on top.
And you have to remember, from 80,000 watches per year, they only produce very little amount of gemstone watches.
Yes.
How much is this?
This one's going for around 130,000 US, which is actually under the retail, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think retail is around 165 or so for this piece. So it's actually a deal.
And always with platinum, they have at 6 o'clock this small brilliant cut diamond in, so you can always directly see if someone wears a platinum watch. Then if we move on and we stay with diamonds, we selected something very unique. It's just history of Audemars Piguet. This is Jules Audemars. We have here a minute repeater with a factory setting tourbillon.
Yes.
Man, what a watch.
It's amazing.
This is really
people,
piece of art.
You think about AP today, you think a lot about Royal Look, but their Jules Audemars line is so deep, and something like this is just exquisite. Minute repeater tourbillon, of course, with beautiful brilliant cut diamonds on the bezel and on the dial as well. It's a work of art mechanically and just visually as well.
Believe me, if you have this watch on your wrist, you really show that you have some knowledge about watches. Beautiful piece. And the retails at the moment?
I think we're around 150-ish or so. I may be off on that one, I think.
If just the case size would be the Royal Oak, you couldn't, there was no price tag for this one.
Yes.
Really a beautiful watch.
So, and you're right, it's not something that everybody jumps for, but if you have it on the wrist, you really do know your watches, you have a really deep appreciation for the brand and the history, and you like a little bit of diamonds.
Super
nice. You get a little bit of everything there as well.
So then right now in front of us are two more watches which I want to talk to you. This one I saw on the display. This is MB&F, also independent watchmaker.
Yes.
And man, this is like a spaceship.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I like about most MB&F watches. It makes you feel like you're on a spaceship or you're just about to go get on a shuttle and go somewhere. Truly amazing craftsmanship and technology goes into this watch. This one has a time, power reserve, and date, and just one of the most beautiful blue dials I've ever seen.
Yes, correct.
The texture there is just
And also, just for you to know, as a dealer, to pay money for this kind of watches, you need to be strong. You know, you also have to believe in these watches.
We here at Watchbox really enjoy independent brands and supporting them very much. So we dedicate the capital. It might not be a watch that sells in a day, but we're willing to wait and let it go to the consumer who really appreciates that watch as well.
And what is someone doing if he doesn't have the capital?
So if you don't have the capital to get the watch right away, we do have a few finance plans. So here in the Middle East, if you're a cardholder or Emirates MBD, we have a 0 interest installment plan for up to 12 months to let you get the watch of your dreams, you know, before all the capital is there. So we've had a lot of clients who've used that, and we're trying to partner up with more branches to, you know, help our clients get the watches on the wrist.
Yeah, super. And the last one we have here on the table is Moser.
Oh yeah.
They are always known for their kind of dials and in general design. They're pretty crazy. You know how many pieces they are producing per year?
Per year, I think they're right around under 1,500 pieces a year. More than F.P.Journe.
Really?
It's interesting, yeah. And I think they're really gonna stay around that mark, maybe bump it up a little bit. What I love about Moser, in that 1,500 pieces, the variety that you get is amazing. You know, they're to me a very fearless brand, and something like the Moser Streamliner really shows not a watch that people knew was coming, but
it's kind of crazy, yeah?
Yeah, it's a crazy, funky watch.
You remember the time at the fair when they released the mixture of the watch? We can show a picture here.
Yes.
They had some real problems. No? They had Panerai dial, I don't even remember, GMT.
It was like Panerai, case lugs.
Yes.
There was brigade hands. There was a little bit of Nautilus on the dial. It was everything. All the brands didn't really like this very much.
Yeah, they released it on the fair, and then somehow at the next day they released press statement. We are now not offering it for sale.
Yeah. No, I think maybe, you know, when we're old and gray, one day maybe we'll go for auction, and that would be like insane.
But what is up with this one? How much is this one?
So this one is up around 55,000 US. Really beautiful watch. This one with the blue dial. I love the Streamliner. The bracelet's amazing. The movement itself, it's amazing because when you look at the movement, you can't even tell it's an automatic piece because the rotor is hidden, and it's just gorgeous.
It's automatic.
It's an automatic. So you didn't even know.
Yeah, I would say we saw a lot. So in case you're interested in any watches like you see here, just come here, say hi. You can see, of course, everything also on their website.
Exactly, watchbox.com.
And yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
And then I see you probably next time.
Yeah, stop on by.
Bye bye.